Hello, today is 10/17 of 24 and I'm here with a video of what I eat in a day on my keto journey. I had my regular coffee at 10:30 this morning and then I went out to lunch with my husband at 11. We went to Chick-fil-A. I had an 8 count of grilled nuggets and an 8 count of regular nuggets. And then I also had a packet of their honey roasted barbecue sauce to go with my grilled nuggets. So then we did some things today. It is now 4 o'clock and I am ready to have the second meal of the day. So I am going to make some salmon cakes, or at least try my hand at it. This recipe is one that you're supposed to cook on your grill, but I'm not gonna. I'm going to cook it in my air fryer. Um, and you're supposed to make with it this like lemon mayonnaise sauce to go on top, but I don't want that. I'm just gonna squeeze just like some lemon juice on top. That's what I'm gonna use as kind of like a sauce, but really it's just to get some of that lemon flavor, into the meal. Okay, so I have got a couple green onions here, which I just need to cut into sections because I'm making this in my food processor. So I just need to have it, the size to be able to go into my food processor. And then I need a half cup of pork rinds that are crushed. So breadcrumbs really is what it is that I need. And that's what the recipe calls for, but I don't use breadcrumbs. So I've got my half cup of panko crumbs, or not panko, pork rinds there. And then I need a tablespoon of dried parsley and a teaspoon of salt. And then it also calls for some ground black pepper, but because I use these pork rinds, which are salt and pepper pork rinds, and it really does have quite a bit of pepper flavor to it, I'm not going to add any pepper to the dish. All right, so I've got my 1 teaspoon of salt, and I'm going to spray my air fryer with some olive oil cooking spray. And then per the instructions for this recipe, I am supposed to like spread some olive oil over both sides of the cakes. But I'm just going to spray it with some of that olive oil spray because that seems like it'll be much easier to do. Okay, so then I've got 1.25 pounds of salmon fillets, which I need to remove the skin from. I guess it's just one big salmon fillet. So I'm gonna need to remove this skin layer. Maybe I want to do it this way. And then I'm just gonna kind of chop it into some chunks to get it into my food processor. It like doesn't want to cut. There we go. On this side for some reason. And I need a little more room. There we go. All right. So now I can just kind of cut this into a few chunks so that it fits in my air fryer, or not my air fryer, in my food processor, and get those in. And my plan, this is actually, this is going to be like way too much for one person. I've got a bone here. Which are extremely hard to get out. I'm just going to cut it. I don't have any pliers on me. Okay. So this is actually enough to make probably at least 2, if not 3 meals for me. But I'm just going to get the mixture all made up, and then like I'll cook, more of it as I need to use it, in the future. Okay. So I'm just going to take care of this mess, and then I'm going to get that pulsed. Oh wait, but I forgot the mayonnaise. I also forgot the mustard. Okay, so I need 1 tablespoon of my mayonnaise, and I am using olive oil based mayonnaise. There we go. And then I need 2 tablespoons of my Dijon mustard. One. And 2. Okay, now I can pulse it. I want to be careful that I'm not getting it I don't want it to turn into like a sticky puree. Okay, so this looks good to me. It's still kind of like crumbly, like it's almost like big sand or maybe like pebbles. So I think that's kind of the consistency that I want it to be. And then I'm going to make it into my patties. So I'm putting on gloves. It just makes it easier to clean my hands is really why I am doing that. Go. And there is one patty. And another patty. I might have to make these just a little bit smaller to get like 4 of them. But we'll see how it turns out. I'm terrible with like portioning it out like into say fourths. It's just not something I'm very good at. Okay, this one actually has quite a bit, so I think I'm going to add a little bit to that one, and that one, and that one, and then get this one made. And then kind of add that in there. Okay. So then, like I said, I'm just going to spray. I'm only going to do 2 because I'm only making 2 for me right now. And then I'll get the other ones in my refrigerator. So I'm just going to spray it and spray it. And then flip it over, and spray it, and spray it. Okay, now I'm going to get these into my air fryer, which I did also spray very liberally with my olive oil spray because I don't want these to stick. And I don't know how long they're going to take, so I'm just going to have to keep an eye on them. My salmon cakes are done, or at least I think they are. They were in for 8 minutes, and they look wonderful. Okay, and then I'm just going to squeeze a little bit of lemon juice over the top. There we go. All right, let's give these a try. They're hot, but they're really good. Nice salmon flavor, not too much like pork rind flavor. Like you can definitely tell that it has added to the flavor, but it doesn't taste like pork rind. But it's definitely like given it a little bit of a depth to it. Um, I wonder if like I feel like this was successful. I just wonder if it needs just a little more flavor in the batter or the mixture, I guess. I can taste that mustard too. I think it needs just a little more like onion and maybe a bit of garlic in there too. I think those would make this like really pop, but it's successful. I will eat it. It's very good. So I'm excited to have this and add like so much protein to my day. I ended up having a couple of snacks. I had some popcorn and I had a Halo Top bar. So for my day, I ended up at less than 1,400 calories, which is just fine. My protein is 156, so that's pretty fantastic. My net carbs are 31, which is also great. My fat is 70, so right in the range that I want to be. And then my sodium is 3,700, again, right in that range where I want to be. So I had a pretty good day today. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow.